Good afternoon, my name is Mike. I'm coming at you from our Superior Beverage tasting room. We wanted to start talking about some of our fine wine brands that we carry here and kind of walk through the history of some of these brands that are a little bit lesser known. And we thought we'd start off with the Argiano Family. So this is a brand that we carry from Gallo's Lux Importer. This winery got its start in 1580. It's one of the oldest wineries that we distribute. The Argiano family's been around making wine for a little over 100 years. The castle's been there since 1580, but this one has been producing wine for a little over 100 years. They've switched to sustainable organic farming, and they do an excellent job of really expressing the terroir of Italy, specifically Tuscany, where this winery is located. So we have in this lineup here, Solengo, which is their super bold Tuscan red blend. The Brunello, which is a 100% Sangiovese. It's aged for 6 years. 2 of those years have to be in oak and the other 2 must be in bottle. And then this is we would refer to it like a junior Brunello. This is a Rosso Di Montalcino. So this is the exact same wine as our Brunello, with the exception of the aging. You have only 1 year in wood and roughly 4 years in bottle age on this. So for your consumer that doesn't really care for a huge, gigantic, powerful expression of Sangiovese, that wants something a little bit lighter, something that's got a little bit more finesse, your your Rosso here. And last but not least is the Argiano NC non-confiture, which means like no other. And this wine is kind of their entry level, their gateway into the rest of the wines in their family. So this wine is a super Tuscan blend. It's 50% Cabernet, 30% Merlot, and 20% Sangiovese. So all these wines are produced on their property in Montalcino, right in the heart of Tuscany. But the most important takeaway is the rich, super long family history. Like I said, 1580 when this castle was built and how long they've been around. And the 2 wines on the end here, Tuscan red blends, and then powerful expressions of Sangiovese. All these wines are 90-point rated wines. These last 3 usually appear between 92 and 97 points on the scale, depending on the vintage. And we've got a glass of the NC here. So most importantly, what does it taste like? So with the NC, you have your Cabernet base, Merlot, and Sangiovese to round it out, which really brings in that Italian flair that you get from a lot of red wines, especially Italian wines. The nose is extremely floral. You get some great violet and almost like a decayed rose petal in there. A lot of red fruits too, raspberry, cranberry, some red plum, red cherry. And the palate's just as lively. You have those just crushed red flowers, some nice tart cherries, nice tart cranberries. But the one thing that I especially love about Italian wines and in old world wines in general is that expression of terroir that you get. So there's a lot of graphite or some minerality to it that you don't get with New World wines like California wines or Washington style wines. Those wines tend to have big, juicy fruit up front and not so much mineral or earth tones afterwards. What I love about Italian wines is you get almost like this tomato leaf, this green herbal and vegetal, like an oregano and some thyme that you don't get anywhere else in the world, really. But it's an incredible expression of a Tuscan red blend for their entry wine. And as we go down the line, these wines just get bigger and bolder. And they're one of my favorite families, the Argiano family. So we're very fortunate to sell it, and we're very, very proud of these brands. Cheers.